Before starting the next lesson, try this warm-up question. Are the functions linear, quadratic, cubic, or quartic? So for each function, you decide. Pause the video, think about it, and we'll come back and talk about it. Hopefully you could get these. This is quadratic. I know that because the highest exponent on x is 2. This is cubic. I know that because the highest exponent on x is 3. And this one, well, you might have got tricked by the exponent of 2 here, but keep in mind, you have to count all the exponents on the x to get the total. There's 2, remember the 1, and the 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a degree 4 polynomial, which we call quartic. And this leads into the current lesson, identifying the nature of the function. So the whole purpose of this lesson is so that you'll be able to successfully identify functions as linear, quadratic, exponential, logarithmic, and the degree of the polynomial when given a table, equation, or a graph. So I'm going to start by comparing different polynomial functions, linear, quadratic, cubic, and quartic. Let's start by looking at the graphs. Linear is a straight line, quadratic is a parabola, cubic looks more like a line in that we enter and exit at opposite directions. There's a little twist in the middle though. Quartic looks more like a parabola, but again has a little twist in the middle. So we can see, and we learned this before, the odd number degrees look more like lines, the even number degrees look more like parabolas. Now, some example equations of each type of function. Here are the simplest equations for each. Y equals x squared, y equals cubed, y equals x to the 4. Notice the exponent, the highest exponent on x tells you the degree of the function, which tells you the shape of the graph. Now, sometimes we write equations in factored form, so I'll write some examples of equations in factored form for each of these. Here's just some examples. So y equals x minus 1, so there's one factor. Here there's two factors, or you have one factor squared. Here we have two different factors, one of them squared, one of them's not. Regardless, look at the total number of exponents on all the factors, and it tells you the total degree of the function. Now let's do a similar comparison of exponential and logarithmic functions. An exponential function has the x-axis as its asymptote, the line that it never crosses. Logarithmic, the y-axis is the asymptote, so it never crosses the y-axis. Example equations of each. Well, an exponential function has x in the exponent. A logarithmic function has a logarithm in the equation, so that's how you can tell the difference between those two. So you can tell the difference between functions by looking at their equations, looking at their graphs, looking at the degree in the equation and how the equation's set up. But what if you only have a table of values? How do you know what the difference is? Well, if we just are looking at polynomial functions, here's 3 different polynomial functions, but they're written in a table of values. And I want to know, are these linear, quadratic, cubic, quartic? What kind of functions are these? And in any instance, the first thing I need to do is take the first differences. So first differences are just how much do you increase every time you increase the x value by 1, what do you increase the y value by? Well, in this first table of values, 5 increases by 3 to get to 8, 8 increases by 3 to get 11, 11 increases by 3 to get to 14, etc. In this table of values, we go up 2, up 6, up 10, up 14, up 18, up 22. In the third one, we do the same idea. From here to here, we're going up 1. From here to here, we're going up 7, etc. So I get my first differences. Now, if my first differences are all constant, like they are here, then I can say this function is linear. That's a linear function because all the first differences are equal. Now, in the other two functions, the first differences are not equal, so I can conclude these are not linear. But I want to be more specific than that, so I'm going to try second differences. The way I calculate second differences is the same as I did with first differences. except I use these numbers. So from 2 to 6, I'm going up 4. From 6 to 10, I'm going up 4, etc. From 1 to 7, I'm going up 6, 7, up 12 to get to 19, up 18, etc. If the second differences are all constant, like they are in this one, then I can conclude this is a quadratic function. Now in my other one, the second differences are not constant, so this is not linear and not quadratic. It's something else. So I'm going to try third differences. And you guessed it, the third differences are all the same. This is a cubic function. So notice something. First differences, linear. Linear is a degree of 1 polynomial. Quadratic, the second differences are all the same. Quadratic functions are a degree of 2. Cubic functions are a degree of 3, and the third differences are all the same. So whichever difference it is, that corresponds to the degree of the polynomial. So that can tell you what kind it is, and you can then expect what the graph is kind of going to look like as far as its shape goes. So if I looked at the first differences, the second differences, the third differences were not all like the same, then I could take the fourth differences. If they were the same, it would be a quartic function, etc. And the last thing I want to talk about is the difference between exponential and logarithmic functions when we look at their tables of value. So over here, I have a table of values. X increases by 1 and y does not. So I'm going to start by taking my first differences again. And you'll notice the first differences are not the same. So this is not linear. In fact, if you kept going, you'd find the second differences aren't the same, the third differences are not the same, the fourth and fifth, etc. You could keep going and going and going. It's not the same. So this is not a polynomial function at all. So now, if you want to know if it's exponential, you take your first differences, and now we find the ratio between our first differences. So this is what I mean. 2 times 3 gets me 6. 6 times 3 gets me 18. 18 times 3 gets me 54. 54 times 3 gets me 162. So you can see I'm multiplying by the same number every time as I go down my first differences list. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, 18 divided by 6 is 3, 54 divided by 18 is 3, etc. The ratio between my successive y values is constant. That means I can say this is exponential. Now, if it's logarithmic, basically everything's going to be the opposite. So x doesn't increase by 1, y does. And now we can see that the ratio between my successive x values is constant. I'm multiplying by 10 every time in this case. So if the ratio between your successive x values is constant when your y values increase by 1 every time, then it's logarithmic. So determining the nature of the function really just means being able to tell whether your function is linear, quadratic, cubic, quartic, or if it's exponential or logarithmic. And you can tell this by looking at not just table of values, but also what the equation looks like, what the graph looks like. So hopefully you feel comfortable determining the nature of the function. You can try the assignment, and if you get stuck, just let me know and I'll do my best to help.